Anyway, listen, I just wanted to come and talk to you about something that I found profound, and maybe you already know this and it's not that big of a deal to you, but for me it was kind of an aha moment, if you will, right? And that is that comfort is a silent killer. And to be going beyond that, whatever you're stuck in a rut about, whether it's your health, your wealth, your relationship, your business, you're having, quote, writer's block, any kind of thing that you might be struggling with, it's because you're comfortable with that, right? So let's say you're 20 or 30 pounds overweight and you're just, man, you're having a tough time getting in the gym and you're having a tough time getting your diet going and you have a tough time doing whatever, right? That maybe the reason you're having a tough time is because you're kind of okay with where you're at. You know, you want to lose weight, but it's not a have to. You don't really need to lose weight. I mean, you're married to a wonderful person and you're not dating right now, kind of a thing. So maybe you don't need to really lose weight. So you're stuck in a rut. And that's why you cannot make any progress in it. I'm here to tell you that comfort is a silent killer. Why do couples get divorced? I believe for the most part, it starts off with a slow decline. You're comfortable, you're familiar with each other. Oh, there's no reason to really have to date. We can let our bodies go. We can relax our standards. We don't even have to go on dates anymore. And then you get divorced. And what's the first thing you do? Well, you start getting in shape. You start dating. Interesting. So why don't you do that now for the marriage that you're in, for the relationship that you're in, for the love that you're in right now. And the same thing goes for your business. Listen, comfort kills more business. Being complacent kills more business than obstacles or opposition ever will. Because you're comfortable. Hey, you're walking around, you're doing, whatever, 5, 10, 100 grand a month, $1 million or two a year, and you're like, all right, man, life's great. And all of a sudden you disappear. Look at Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster Video was super comfortable. They dominated the market. They're gone. Isn't that amazing? Comfort is the silent killer, and it's slow, and it's patient, and it's insidious on how, like a cancer, it grows. And before you know it, you don't want to go out and meet people. You don't want to get off the couch. How many times have you're unwilling to drive 10 or 15 or 20 minutes to go to a networking meeting or to go socialize with people? You don't want to do any of that. I know, because I used to be the same way. And before I knew it, I was stuck in a rut. I was comfortable. And even when my wife and I would go on dates, our dates were very predictable. Go have dinner, go to a movie. Sometimes we'd mix it up and we'd go to a movie and then we'd go out to dinner. And a lot of times we wouldn't even get dressed up for it. Comfort kills more relationships, kills more dreams, kills more businesses than opposition ever will. So if you're comfortable, this is what you need to do. You need to make a 180-degree change, right? You need to turn around, and whatever you're comfortable in, it's probably already dying, if may already be dead. Your relationship, your health, your wealth, your spirituality. A lot of people go to church or synagogue and they just kind of go through the motions because they're comfortable. Hey, I don't want to take on a calling. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to draw attention to myself. Why? Because I'm comfortable. Man, if I draw attention to myself, people are going to talk about me. They may judge me. They may say things about me. What I'm telling you is you need to get out of your comfort zone in every part of your business, your life, your money, your spirit. All of those things need to change consistently, and you you need to have a vision for them moving forward. If you've been married for a while, I've been married to my wife for 30 years, bless her heart, she probably deserves a Purple Heart. The deal is this: how do you keep a 30-year marriage fresh and sexy and viral and full of energy? You don't do it sitting on the couch. You're doing by getting off your butt and doing the things that you would do if you were dating. Same thing with a business. How do you keep it fresh? How do you keep it meaningful? You got to constantly evolve. You got to look around, see what's next. What can we improve? How do I juice this thing up? By getting out of my friggin' comfort zone and going to networking meetings and maybe doing some public speaking. Maybe I'll write a book or an article or start doing some interviews here and there. You got to get out there or you will slowly die. There is no standing still. There is no such thing as breaking even. You're either moving forward or you're going backwards. You're either making a difference or you're not. So what are you? Are you comfortable or are you progressing? Comfort is a silent killer, and I want you to start thinking about how you can start manifesting the life of your dreams by getting out of your comfort zone. And you don't have to do everything overnight. You don't have to go from sitting on the couch to being a, public speaker in one day. But maybe you go from sitting on the couch to doing doing a blog, writing here and there. But you have a plan to get you out of your comfort zone, little by little, inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it's really hard. So I want you to think about that. Anything that you're struggling in your life with, a lot of that struggle has to do because of your, quote, comfort zone. You're struggling with maybe paying your bills, but you're not willing to break out of your comfort zone and call more clients, do more prospecting, do some marketing, some advertising, do some telemarketing, some email prospecting, but yet you're struggling with money. You're unwilling to break out of your comfort zone and stop struggling with money. You are struggling with your health, but you're not willing to go to the gym because it makes you feel uncomfortable. People are going to judge you because I don't know what to do when I get to the gym. I'm lost when I get to the gym. I don't want people checking me out when I get to the gym. Nobody cares. Nobody's really going to check you out. Bottom line is, look, your friends, your real friends, don't care. There's an old saying, I don't know who's credited for this, but those who care don't mind. And those who mind don't really care. So if you're writing a book and you're trying to break out of your comfort zone and you're trying to get in better shape and you're trying to grow your business, your true friends are going to support you because they don't care, or they care so much that they don't mind. That's what I should be saying. However, the people who want to hold you back, those aren't your real friends. The people who don't want to see you get hurt or get embarrassed or see you fail aren't really your friends because they care so much about what other people think, or they might be caring about you leaving them behind. They're going to mind if you leave them behind. They're going to mind that you're going to be better. Bottom line is, look, you were created to succeed. You were endowed by God Himself to live your life to the fullest, to the full measure of your creation. That is a spiritual thing. A spiritual element, a spiritual strategy, a spiritual, it escapes me, but you know what I'm talking about. Bottom line is, your job by your Creator, you've been endowed to live your life to the fullest. And that means you're constantly expanding and growing. You're pushing against your limits. It's not just the money. Money's part of it. But you got to still be a good steward of your money. And you got to take care of your money. You got to make sure your money grows. So let's say you have millions and millions of dollars in the bank. Maybe you're the next Bill Gates and you have billions of dollars. So money's not a big deal. So how do you make that money expand for good? Again, look at Bill Gates. He's taken that money, he's growing his charitable gifting off the interest of that money, and he's taking that money and he's expanding it by putting it in other charities and helping schools and clinics. He is doing the best he can to live to the fullest measure of his existence, of his creation. And you can too. You are endowed with the ability to grow and expand in all areas of your life, mentally, physically, spiritually, in your relationships, in your health. And it starts with breaking out of your comfort zones in all of these areas. Again, what area that you're struggling in is because you're attached to the comfort. You're having trouble getting out of that comfort zone. I hear it every day, people saying, man, I hate prospecting. I don't want to do any telemarketing. Great, find somebody who does and get them to do it for you. Hire them to do it for you. If you cannot afford to hire somebody, then you must figure out how to do it for yourself. And that starts with having a goal, a desire. Why? Why get out of your comfort zone? If you don't get out of your comfort zone, you're going to walk into bankruptcy. In your marriage, in your business, in your health. Bottom line is you were created to succeed. You were created to overcome. You have been given the power to get out of your comfort zones. I don't know who said this, but I totally love the idea that this is you, right? And here's your comfort zone, right? Let's rephrase that. This is you in your comfort zone, and this is where the magic happens, right? And if you look it up, you'll find this. It's a really neat little diagram. Because all the magic happens outside of your comfort zone. Everything, all the breakthroughs in my life have come from stepping out of the comfort zone. Asking a girl out on a date is stepping out of your comfort zone. That girl ended up becoming my wife. Then she wanted to have children. I was freaked out. But man, I love my kids. I have 5 kids. And each of my children forced me to step out of my comfort zone again and again and again. One of the great things about having kids, they constantly push your boundaries, help you get out of your comfort zone. Same thing with business. Same thing going to the gym and doing my best to stay in shape. And I recently did a Spartan race, totally out of my comfort zone. Took me 2.5 hours to finish a 5-mile obstacle race. Totally out of my comfort zone. But man, I loved it. It was fantastic. I felt young and invigorated. I'm doing it again. I love stepping out of my comfort zone. I live to step out of my comfort zone. I have an affirmation that I want you to use and think about. And a couple of them, actually, that I use. One of them is, I refuse to let people or events control me. I refuse to let people or events control me or my attitude. Fear does not control me, but it motivates me to act now. Fear does not stop me or control me, but it motivates me to act right now. Use these affirmations whenever you're afraid, and you will break through your comfort zone. You will start to do things. And again, inch by inch, it's a cinch. But bottom line is, I promise you this, if you want more out of life, you got to get out of your comfort zone. If you want a better relationship, you got to get out of your comfort zone. If you want a better business, you got to get out of your comfort zone. If you want more money in the bank, you got to get out of your comfort zone. If you truly want to live the life that you've dreamed of, you got to step out of your comfort zone. Anyway, just wanted to share that message with you. It's been on my mind for the last couple of days. I've talked about it on my show, Money for Lunch, and you can check out Money for Lunch on iTunes. You can check it out by just going to Money for Lunch, Googling Money for Lunch. You can check it out on iHeartMedia or Blog Talk. And I appreciate you so much. Please leave your comments below. If you have any questions, I'll answer them on the comments below. And again, thank you so much for reaching out and listening. I hope that this has helped. Remember, you were created to succeed.